everyone, and welcome to Bristol Motor Speedway for the 6th race of Speed Cup Stop Motion Season 1. We're live for Bristol, Tennessee, where 32 of NASCAR's best are going to get ready to take on the last great Coliseum. Folks, this is the first race of the playoffs, so tensions are going to be at an all-time high. These 32 drivers will not only have to battle each other, but also the racetrack itself. With the high bank turns, along with the high speeds and the big crashes always looming, this track is known for as the last great Coliseum for a reason, folks, as Bristol gets ready to put on the first playoff race in Speed Cup Stop Motion history. This is going to be a good one, folks, and there's no better place to start it than Bristol, baby. So, without any further ado, folks, let's get in to our ones to watch for today's race. Our first one to watch is the number 24 Hendrick Motorsports driver of William Byron. He is starting on the pole today with a fast Chevrolet Camaro, and he did not make the playoffs, but he's looking to claim the victory today. Our next driver to watch is Chase Elliott, the current points leader in the number 9 Chevrolet Camaro. I talked to Elliott this morning, and he said his car is fast, and he's got a good starting spot. Watch to see if he can get it done today. And finally, Kevin Harvick in the number 4 Stewart-Haas machine. He's starting 14th, so he's got some ground to make up. Well, we all know Kevin Harvick, he can probably make it up. Let's see what he can do. Now, folks, let's take a look at our playoff standings coming into Bristol, sponsored by Rodco Customs. Chase Elliott is in first with 15 points, Mark Truex Jr. is 11 points, Kevin Harvick is 10 points, and Denny Hamlin in that 4th spot has 9 points. Now, folks, let me explain this to you. So, basically, coming into the playoffs, the points have reset for the top 12, except each driver, based on where they finish in the regular season points, has a bonus playoff point. So Chase Elliott has 15 since he won the regular season finale, trickling all the way down to Chris Buescher, who has 1 point. So this should shake up the playoffs here, and this is going to be very interesting because this could actually help a driver if they wreck out. It could be very, very interesting with the playoff standings moving forward. Now, folks, let's take a look at their starting lineup for today's race. Row 1 has William Byron and Martin Truex Jr. Row 2 is Kyle Busch and Ross Chastain, last week's winner. Row 3 is Joey Logano and Chase Elliott, your points leader. Row number 4 has Ryan Blaney and Eric Jones. Good start for him. Row 5 is your Daytona 500 champion, Kyle Larson and Kurt Busch, who finished second in that race. And row 6 is Daniel Suarez and Denny Hamlin. Row 7 has Tyler Reddick, who barely made his way into the playoffs, and Kevin Harvick. Row 8 has Alex Bowman, who barely missed the playoffs, and Austin Cindric. And row 9 has Brad Keselowski and Chase Briscoe in the number 14 machine. Row number 10 consists of Christopher Bell and Noah Gragson, making his first ever start in Speed Cup Stop Motion. Row 11 is Bubba Wallace and Harrison Byrne, and row 12 is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Chris Buescher, another playoff contender starting deep in the field. Row number 13 has Cole Custer and Eric Almirola. Row 14 has Austin Dillon and Ty Dillon, brothers. And row 15 has Todd Gilliland and Corey LaJoie in the number 7 Spire Motorsports machine. Row number 16 in our final row today has Josh Bilicki and Kaz Grala, folks. Now, folks, let's take a look at our race info sponsored by Rodco Custom. It is 10 laps around Bristol, 32 cars, and it's Bristol, baby. So let's get it hyped up for today's race here at Bristol, and it's going to be a good one. As it's the first race of the playoffs here at Bristol, this is going to be one great race here at Bristol as the cars are going to get ready to go here for the green flag here at Bristol. The green flag is out. We are racing in the first race of the playoffs. Running in turns 1 and 2, William Byron now has the lead. Mark Truex Jr. hanging on his outside. Kyle Busch below Truex now, coming down the back straightaway. William Byron has the lead. Here comes Truex to the inside of Byron. Busch to the inside. He makes it 3 wide, going into turns 3 and 4. That's going to be a tight squeeze. Now Truex is going to get loose. He's going to lose again. He hits the wall. We'll have to get a replay on that. Busch leads lap number 1. Let's get a replay on what happened to Truex here. Looks like Busch just makes it 3 wide. Truex probably just gets loose. There he goes, loose first, and then it's going to get loose on the edge of Chastain and hits the wall. Unfortunate for him. Looks like he just got a loose race car. Now Truex is going to get loose again here. He's going to slip in line. Now Busch has the lead coming off the banking off of at turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, Busch leads lap number 2. We're on lap number 3. Chastain now battling Byron on the inside. Larson on Logano. Elliott making up spots along with Jones on Blaney. Good to go. As Truex is now under fire from Denny Hamlin, coming down the back straightaway. Chastain trying to draw dead even with the Busch. He's going to spin him. Busch over to the wall along Chastain. Larson spinning. He gets hit by Jones. Wallace involved. Tyler Reddick as the caution is out here at Bristol. Huge crash. The big one happens here at Bristol. What a crash, as huge championship implications. Kyle Busch up into the wall. That car is absolutely destroyed. Tyler Reddick's involved. Kyle Larson, Ross Chastain. Let's take a look at a replay of what happened. Looks like Chastain's going to get into Busch, spinning him, and just turns Busch up to the wall, destroying the back end of that race car. Larson gets turned by Logano, it looks like, as Erik Jones just piles in. So does Bubba Wallace and Tyler Reddick. Oh, this is huge championship implications for the 5, the 18, and the 8. Let's take a look at it one more time here. Chastain's going to spin Busch. Busch hard into the outside wall. Byron escapes, luckily, but then Logano turns Larson up in front of Erik Jones and Bubba Wallace while Tyler Reddick has nowhere to go. Unfortunate for them here at Bristol, as the carnage. Here's the car. All those cars are on the hook, getting towed back to the garage, as huge championship implications here. All those cars on the hook. Erik Jones, unfortunate today. Kyle Larson, that's going to be rough for him. Ross Chastain, he caused this one. We'll have to see if there's any payback from that. And Kyle Busch's car is absolutely destroyed. Just look at that thing, just destroyed. And all those cars are in the garage, and they have been checked and released from the infield care center. As folks, now let's take a look at the choose rule. Byron bottom, Logano top, Elliott bottom, Suarez top, Blaney bottom, Harvick bottom, looks like, Bell top, Bowman bottom, and Hamlin is top here, folks. Very interesting choice by Kevin Harvick, as he's already made up a ton of spots in today's race, folks. And now let's get ready for the restart. The green flag is back in the air here at Bristol. We are racing once again. Going into turns 1 and 2. Byron looks like he's going to have the lead almost 3 wide there. Here comes Chase Elliott below the number 24 machine. As he slipped up, trying to block Logano. He left his door open on the bottom for Chase Elliott. Now going into turns 3 and 4. Elliott's got the lead. Byron battling back on the outside. Here comes Christopher Bell through the middle, 5th to 3rd here at Bristol. Now he's going to set his sights on the leaders. Look at this 3-1 battle. 3 championship contenders. Truex in the wall once again. Corey LaJoie gets him into the wall. Let's take a look at a replay of what happened. Looks like LaJoie just gets a huge run on that side drive from Keselowski. He's going to get into Truex, it looks like, and just moves him up the racetrack. Truex overcorrects the car, and that's not going to be good for the number 19 machine. Again, just unlucky day for him. He's having a rough day. LaJoie gets into the number 19. Unfortunate for him. That is not going to go over well with Martin Truex Jr. as he's in a tough point spot probably now. Now coming back on the front straightaway, Elliott has the lead as the number 7 is around into the wall. The caution is out here at Bristol. Once again, the caution weighs as Corey LaJoie gets turned into the outside wall. I don't know, but I think this was a little bit of payback for that front straightaway move of Martin Truex Jr. Truex is not going to take that lightly. Let's take a look at a replay of what happened. It looks like, yeah, Truex just absolutely cleans him out here at Bristol. I mean, if you want to turn someone into the wall, you're going to get a little bit of a payback, honestly. So, unfortunate for Corey LaJoie, but honestly, it's a little bit of a payback from Martin Truex Jr. here at Bristol. Tight point situation for him, as he cannot afford to give up those points. But Corey LaJoie, being his car is being taken to the garage here at Bristol to join the rest of the wrecked race cars. Unfortunate for him. Now, folks, let's take a look at the choose rule. Elliott bottom, Byron top, Bell bottom, Harvick top, Blaney bottom, Logano top, Suarez bottom, Kurt Busch is going to go top, Bowman bottom, Chris Buescher top. And, folks, now let's get ready for the race out here at Bristol with 2 laps to go. Green, white, checkered under the lights. The green flag is back out here at Bristol. We are racing once again. Chase Elliott has the lead. Going into turns 1 and 2, Elliott gets a great restart. William Byron does not. 20 of Christopher Bell now below the 24. William Byron down the back straightaway. Here comes the 20. Christopher Bell through the middle of 20 goes. Going into turns 3 and 4. He's now going to clear the 9. Coming off turn number 4. White flag is in the air. One more time around for Christopher Bell. Can he hold off the number 9 who so desperately wants to win? He's come so close. Now Christopher Bell on the outside lane. He's going to take the outside. But Elliott on the bottom. Coming down the back straightaway. Christopher Bell has the lead. Elliott, he's going to slip in behind him. What will he do? Elliott has one more shot going into turns 3 and 4. Can he do it? Elliott, he's going to give it the bumper. Bell up the racetrack. Coming down off turns 3 and 4. King Bell get the side draft. Coming down the front straightaway. Chase Elliott wins here at Bristol, barely beating out Christopher Bell with a classic bump and run here at Bristol. What a finish here at Bristol Motor Speedway. The last great Coliseum did not disappoint. Wow, what a finish. Wow, that was a great finish here at Bristol. Now, folks, let's take a look at a replay of how Elliott did it and how he almost lost the race. Going into turns 1 and 2, Elliott got a really good restart. Bell on his bumper. Now coming off turns 3 and 4. Here's where Bell made almost the race-winning move. Bell made it 3 wide, taking the lead in the middle off of Elliott. Now he needed to clear him in 3 and 4. He got the run. He did. And now this is where Elliott had to perform. Going into turns 1 and 2, he had 4 corners left. Coming down the front straightaway, the white flag was in the air here. Going into turns 1 and 2, Elliott went to the bottom. Smart move, trying to get a run, but could not get to the Bell's inside properly. Now down the backstretch, he made the smart move, tucks in, goes into turns 3 and 4, and he had one more shot at him, so he decided to give him a little Bristol bump and run. It's Bristol, baby, for a reason. He gives him the bump and run. Elliott clears him, comes down the front straightaway, and Chase Elliott wins here at Bristol. What a win for the number 9 machine, as he had to fight hard for with a classic bump and run, but it did work, and Chase Elliott now sets himself up great for the next round of the playoffs. He burns it down here. Congratulations to Chase Elliott. As also, congratulations to BSP Racing. You have won your first ever race in Speed Cup stop motion. Congratulations, man. You are a winner. Congratulations. Now you are set off good for the next round of the playoffs. Now, folks, let's take a look at our finishing results for today's race. Chase Elliott, of course, won the race. Bell in a close second. Byron third. Blaney fourth. Harvick fifth. Kurt Busch sixth. Good finish for him. Daniel Suarez 7th. Joey Logano 8th. Denny Hamlin 9th. And rounding out the top 10 is the 48 of Alex Bowman. See a lot of playoff contenders had kind of rough days here at Bristol. As look at the DNFs, Larson, Reddick, and Busch. That's going to affect them hard in the playoffs. Sucks for them, honestly. We want to see what they can do next week at Auto Club if they can still make it in here, folks. Now, we're going to get ready to take a look at our playoff standings after the finishing results here at Bristol is What a Race here at Bristol. Now, folks, let's take a look at our playoff standings sponsored by Rodco Customs. Chase Elliott has the lead with 55 points. Kevin Harvick in second with 39 points. Kurt Busch is in third with 36 points, and Ryan Blaney rounds out your championship 4 with 34 points down. Folks, let's take a look all the way to the cut line. Currently, Chris Buescher, that RFK Ford machine, holds on to the final transfer spot with 24 points, while his teammate Brad Keselowski is 21 points, 3 points away from tying him. And then as you see, you have Tyler Reddick, Kyle Busch, and Kyle Larson all DNFing today. Tough days for them. They are going to have to make up a ton of ground next week and have something go terribly wrong for the other championship contenders. As What a Race here at Bristol. Again, congratulations to BSP Racing and Chase Elliott for getting your first ever win in Speed Cup stop motion. It is one great win and will set you guys up for good for the next round of the playoffs. All of these guys fought really hard today in the last great Coliseum, and we saw some classic Bristol, of course. We saw the high speeds, the 3 wide moves, the big wrecks, along with, of course, the bump and run at the end in the final corner. It wouldn't be Bristol without it. It's Bristol, baby. Congratulations again to BSP Racing, as this is, of course, titled The Last Great Coliseum for a reason. The crowd was roaring today. We heard them. Great crowd on hand. Sold out, actually, for today's race, which was a good thing. As we'll have to see what happens next week at Auto Club, folks. Thank you all for watching today's race at Bristol, and we will see you all in the next video.